Welcome back. I got a voiceover. I had an issue with my mic. But either way, Happy New Year. First video of the year. Joaquin is videotaping me, or filming me. And we are making risotto today, which is a northern Italian rice dish cooked with broth until it reaches a creamy consistency. Um, it can be made with various things. Today we are having shrimp with mushrooms, and what else am I adding? Now I forgot what I got. Shrimp, mushrooms, and broccoli. So what I did before, got all the ingredients together. I minced and chopped whatever I needed to do. I have garlic there, 4 cloves of garlic, half an onion, 3 cups of arborio rice. I think 2 cups of the mushrooms, and about 2 cups of broccoli as well, and 1 cup of cheese, pecorino romano. I think I said that correctly. So I'm starting out by adding a few tablespoons of olive oil to the onion and garlic, and we'll saute that, get it translucent. And one of the other main things, there's the arborio rice. I don't know if you can tell, it's a little bigger than a long grain, thicker. So, it tends to absorb a lot of fluid in that. So I think I have 10 to 12 cups of chicken stock, and I do have that preheated. The reason for that is that you need to have it. I boil it and then I simmer it. So then when you start adding it to the rice, it doesn't take long to bring up to a boil temperature. You have it. I got the stove at a medium heat temperature, and it starts. You add a ladle at a time, 2 ladles at a time, and then keep stirring the rice, and then add it as it absorbs it. And then the thing of that is, like I said, it's very important to keep the secret of that, or important of that, is to keep stirring the rice. Otherwise, it might stick or burn on you. And that's the reason I have everything pre-cut, pre-chopped, minced, and ready to just add when I need it to. I did mention, I think the mushrooms there, I prefer the larger ones, and they look nicer. I sliced them in the portobello mushrooms, but either one, it has the same taste. It just looks nicer when you do put it in at the end. So just preference. Usually another recipe I use is asparagus. I love asparagus, and mushrooms combination is good. I used low sodium chicken stock there. You can make your own stock if you had previous, like dinner, you made something chicken, you save that amount. But you can buy the chicken stock in a box there, or bouillon, and make it to the consistency that you need. Like I said, 10 to 12, and I think I've been making this some time now, and usually 10 cups will do the trick. But I'll put extra cups there, 12 just in case. But I know it's been 10 cups for 3 cups of arborio rice. Once we get start adding the stock to the rice, and I'll cook, or I'll saute the mushrooms, and try and time it out where everything will be finished in about 25 minutes. About that time it takes to get 10 cups of stock cooking and cook the rice correctly. Just gives you an idea. I think what I'm recalling there is that I bought the pre-cooked shrimp only because it was on sale. But most of the time I do buy the raw shrimp, and so I feel like it flavors it better when you buy it and you cook it. Then it's already being pre-cooked. Basically, I'm just heating it up. I will use some garlic and butter to go with it, and I use fresh minced garlic for the rice. But for the shrimp, I just went ahead and I was going to use some of the pre-minced garlic, which isn't as strong, but it still flavors it. Just know that when you're using fresh garlic, it is a stronger, pungent taste, so you need less of it. It looks like the onions and garlic are almost done here. You can see the garlic and onion are ready, and I'll get ready to add the rice to it. Remember, that was 3 cups of rice. And yeah, I'm putting in saute it for a little bit, and then I'm adding like 8 ounces of wine. You can add it, you don't. It's traditional, you put wine in it, but the other thing, I have lemons aside because they add lemon zest to get it like a little flavor to that rice at the end. But again, it could be, you could have it in there, or you don't have to have it. Most recipes do mention to have that. I put my mushrooms in saute with a couple of pats of butter. Like I said, I'll cook the mushrooms down for a little bit, and then at the end, I'll just put the whatever vegetable. It could be, when I have broccoli, I could have asparagus, peas, whatever. At the end, it just with the same heat that they were cooked in, it'll heat, steam them through easily, and then you can add it to the rice at the end or at the side. Okay, so we're gonna start adding the stock there. You see, with 2 ladles at a time, and just stir. And you'll keep doing that until you see it that you'll see it grow and get creamier, and you know that it won't absorb anymore, and it'll be ready. Okay, I'm adding a little pepper to the mushrooms. Pretty much that's what it is. It has butter and pepper, and like I said, I don't salt it. I think you have salted butter, so it has enough flavor on that. Again, it's just a taste, and I tend not to use table salt too much, as I don't feel like I do. The risotto's almost done. You want to take perfect right there. Now I'm doing is cooking the shrimp, or just heating them up. I added garlic and butter, and I put a little bit of white pepper so it wouldn't stand out on there. That has fresh ground pepper. And then to finish this off, we can plate it by either mixing it all together if you wanted to. I'm going to plate it different today. And then shrimp it. We're going to finish off with putting the 4 ounces of butter here, which is a stick of butter. Remember, this feeds about 12 to 14 people. It's 3 pounds of rice. 3 cups of rice. Pecorino Romano is what the cheese is. I grated it, freshly grated, and this is it's salty, so that adds flavor to the rice. Like I said, I didn't add anything else to it, like salt. It's creaminess. Perfect. The mushrooms are done, cooked, and I threw in the broccoli on top and let it steam. Turn it off and let it steam on its own. I like it a little more of a tender broccoli, overcooked a little bit, but that's still good. It's just I like the little brighter look, and has a little crunch to it, but that is fine. I mistimed it. All right, we'll be back right now with the finished product. Made it. There you go. Now you can make risotto at home as well. Like I said, you can mix it, have it on the side. It's creamy. You can see the cheese on there. It smells delicious. I smell the garlic, onion, a little bit. Put a little lemon zest at the end. But all the flavors, the cheese, I can smell the cheese in there. Delicious. Make it. Now you can make it at home. See you next time.